Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome to this YouTube channel, Wellbeing Guide 365. Wherever and whenever you watch this recording, this video, either on my YouTube channel or following my Instagram page on the link there, my Facebook, or even my site. So welcome here, and thank you for taking your time to listen to this update regarding March. For those of you, my regularly followers, you know already that I posted already several films about the update on March energy. And here I just want to wrap up this month because we are just few days away from ending this powerful transformative month. March, as I mentioned a couple of times, is the third month of this year. It's a year of vibration 6 in numerology. I'm very keen about numerology, also astrology and other esoteric sciences, because they help us understand a little bit more and ride the waves of energy, as I like to call them. And I'm here today and now to tell you what I sense about the energy of March, how it was so far, and some practical tips for you, what you can do to still benefit the most of the energies of these days. So we are getting ready for a new moon at the end of this this weekend. But whenever you watch this video, know that the topic of today, how to release, it's a very powerful one, and it's very present in every moment. So it's not only connected with the lunar phase, with either the new moon or the full moon and the periods in between. It's not connected with the ending of a month, beginning of a new one, not even the season, because in March we celebrated the March equinox, the spring equinox on 20th of March, which celebrated the ending of the winter season and the beginning of the spring, as it is marked in astrology, the new astrological year, and of course the start of the new agricultural year, as it was celebrated and known in the history, right? So know that it's not about this, and this topic of releasing is not connected only to these specific cycles of equinox, of lunar phase, of winter, spring. It's connected with something much, much simpler. And each of us is doing it every day, every moment, I think, without even realizing, unconsciously. And what I really want for today is to make you aware, make you conscious that the art of releasing, it is an art. It's very much connected with the basic function of our body, the breathing. When we inhale and when we exhale. When we inhale, it's similar with getting things, accumulating, allowing some things to enter our body. And inhaling is the art of ingesting food, liquids, news, anything that we allow to enter our lives, a new relationship, a friend, we move to a new house. So inhaling is very much with accumulation, with letting something in our body, in our lives, in our immediate space, and so on. Consequently, exhaling, it's the opposite, it's a releasing. And this is the focus of today's video. So I'm talking about releasing something out of your life, out of your body as you exhale and as you release air. It's the same process. And you notice that breathing or inhaling, exhaling, it has nothing to do with planets alignments, star movements, how the earth rotates and it forms season and so on. It's very natural, it's very basic, and it happens in literally every moment, because otherwise we won't be alive. So I want you to change a little bit the perception about releasing. It's a very natural things to do in your life as you breathe. So when you exhale air, when you allow some things to get out, it's similar to releasing. And this is, I think, a very nice, a different perception and a different definition that I would like you to think about how to release, because many people associate release with endings, and usually is not such a positive or beneficial feeling. But if you start to change a little bit the perception and think about releasing as a exhaling or breathing out, maybe something start to change inside of you, because this is beautiful. When you allow air out, exhaling and exhaling, you create space, right? So you have more space, whether we talk the body, the house, the life, you allow more space for new things to enter. So this is a topic of today, how to release as naturally as breathing out air, right? So let's pause for a bit and try to think what can we release. And I'm going to start thinking about physical things. This is very natural for us to associate releasing with letting some things go. And I'm talking material things, objects, possessions. So whenever something is old, it's outdated, is not of good use anymore in your life, you literally allow it to go, you release it, you let it go. Either you throw it away or you donate it if it's still in good condition, but you literally don't want to use it. You donate it, you give it to some other person, and so on. So it's very easy to connect this idea of releasing with allowing material things to go. And it's something that we really learn as a child when we really release our toys, right? So when we let go of our favorite toys, and our mom taught us to give away some of our toys, I think not with pleasure first time, but in the end we learn to release some things that we care, but at one point we realize either we have too many toys and it's time to make space for new ones. So it's the same process that we learn when we are a child, that we repeat it when we are adults. So keep the same positive attitude when releasing material things. So be grateful, thank the objects for what use they made in your life, and let them go. So objects, clothes, furniture, anything that you let go, let it with open and good heart, and allow some positive energy to go together in this releasing moment. It's very, very important that you pass some gratitude and some thank you words and even thoughts in this releasing process of physical things. So this is one very practical example, and maybe a ritual that you can do these days or whenever you feel cold, to allow some releasing of objects from your house. You do a proper cleaning, you do a proper ordering of the house, of the wardrobe, of anything, and you release the things that don't serve you anymore here and now. It's very, very important. It's natural as breathing out, and you don't need to feel regrets or sorry, but simply do it with ease and grace, with an open heart, not heavy emotions and attitudes. So this was probably a bit more familiar exercise that I want you to pay attention these days, and whenever you are called to do this full cleansing, the full releasing of physical objects and possessions, just do it. Another thing that I want to draw your attention is another type of releasing. We are moving away from physicality into a bit more subtle discussion about the emotions. This is a bit more, how should I say, maybe you did it unconsciously, but now it's important to pay attention and do it a little bit more organized, more disciplined. So how to release emotions. This is the next exercise that I would like you to pay attention in this process. So consider it as natural as breathing out. So keep the same perception that it's natural, it's coming in every moment. You don't need to pay too much attention, but the more conscious you are, the more aware of it you are, it's even better. Releasing emotions takes a little bit of observation and noticing how you feel. So whenever you notice yourself that you carry a burden, like a heavy emotion that it really weighs you down, let's say a regret, a sadness, a grief, a fear, anger, something that is not lift your spirit, but it weighs you down. This is an emotion that you can catch it, you can notice it, and maybe you mentally decide and you choose, okay, I want to release it. How can I do it? I know how to release an old object. I know to donate it. I know to give it away, to throw it away, but how I can do the same process with emotions. For this, it's very important to practice a conscious releasing of the emotions. And it's very, very simple. It really consists of 3 steps. First of all is to catch this emotion that you want to release. And you really want to be an observer and notice this emotion. I feel sad. Okay, you catch it. So this is the first step. The second important choice that you have to do is to choose consciously. I want to release it. Maybe you really repeat these words inside your head, your mind, and said, I want to release sadness. In these words, in present tense, using I as a start of the statement. I want to release, and you name the feelings that you sense and you notice it. Because it's not something that you feel obliged to do it. Others said that you must do it. It needs to come from within, from yourself. So releasing emotion needs a conscious choice of deciding that you want to release this emotion. And the third step is actually the physical moment of really releasing these emotions. And it really needs a bit more practice, right? So it's literally like a breathing. So you sit in this emotion, you sit, you breathe a couple of times, and you feel the sadness. Let's keep this example with the sadness. Keep this sadness present in your mind, in your heart, in your aura, so around your body, you kind notice you really feel sad. You can breathe a couple of times and really imagine this sadness around your body. And then you repeat this conscious choice, I want to release now sadness. And then you start to breathe fresh air. And as you exhale, as you breathe out, you imagine part of the sadness moving out through the air, through the nostril, or through the mouth. And you repeat this process, inhaling fresh air, exhaling sadness, as many times as you need until all that aura, all that energy of sadness is completely gone. So when you sense that there is no more sadness around you, you continue breathing. You repeat this exercise of breathing, and you imagine that with every exhalation, you exhale a part of your negative emotion, of your negative feeling of sadness. So this is one simple practice that you can do. You do the analogy of breathing, inhale, exhale, and you associate it, you do the analogy with releasing an emotion, whatever negative emotion you decide to release. It's very easy to practice. Another example that I really do in my life, and all that I'm talking here, I'm practicing every day, so I can talk from my own experience. How you can release emotion is basically to make it a bit more active, like an exercise. So maybe you do a sport, you run, you do boxing, you dance, you move a little bit the body, and as you repeat some movements of the hands, of the legs, of the entire body, you really start to visualize that the sadness, the energy that really is around you, started to disappear, to disperse in the air, right? So as you move the air with your hands, doing the sport, doing dancing, or really practicing the movements, you imagine it like the negative emotions fade away. So this is another practical way to release emotions that you can do, because maybe you know, the more you sit in a negative emotions, the more your spirit, your energy drops, and you don't want to stay too long in such a negative feeling. So you want to uplift yourself, and you can do it. You don't need anybody else to come and help you out, but you can do it as simple as breathing, as I explained you before. So this was the practice, the simple practice of how to release emotions, either through the breathing in, breathing out the negative emotion, or practicing body movements, sports, dancing, running, jogging, and then you visualize, like, while you move your body, basically you disperse the negative energy around your body. So very two practical things to do. The third exercise that I really like you to have a thought and maybe a go as a practice is how to release thoughts. Of course, we are talking about negative thoughts or thoughts that don't serve you anymore, and you decide again, I want to release thought X. Maybe I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, I'm afraid of doing or starting the project, and so on. So whatever thoughts you play in your head and that are not serving you anymore where you are in your life, you can release them as well. And let's discuss another practice, how to release thoughts. It's through meditation. This is a simple way of releasing thoughts. It's basically like a constant training of the mind. Meditation, it's a practice, like a training of your mind, like you do to like you go to the gym. you go and practice meditation, and basically you train the mind to release thoughts. It's not easy, it's not hard, it requires practice and discipline. And I on YouTube channel, if you go and search Wellbeing Guides 365 and search for a guided meditation of cleansing and purifying energy, here I uploaded on my channel such meditations that can help you a lot of releasing negative thoughts. And in this video, I want to maybe exemplify another practice, another rituals that you can add on top of that meditation that I already uploaded on my channel. So releasing thoughts requires discipline. So imagine that all your life you talk to yourself like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I can't do this. If you talk for all your life in this kind of words, it requires practice to replace these thoughts with another one. Basically, you don't want to delete it, you don't want to avoid it, you don't want to reprimate, suppress this type of thoughts. Thoughts are pure energy, like emotions. So thoughts are coming and going, emotions are coming and going. You notice this because you are not all your life sad. You are not all your life talking to yourself, I'm not good enough. You have moments when you say, I'm happy, I'm good, I'm brilliant, I'm magic. So you, only if you pay attention and you spend a couple of moments just watching how your mind talks and what kind of sayings you say to yourself, in a way, you kind of notice that thoughts are changing all the time. They are coming and going, they are coming and going, but there are some thoughts that are repetitive. And this is what you want to take care of. Pay attention to the repetitive thoughts, thinking patterns, because these are like little programs that are running continuously in the background of your mind. And this is something that you might want to release. It's again an observation, like you did with the emotions. You observe what is the repetitive thoughts, which are the repetitive thoughts, what is the repetitive thinking patterns that keeps running back in the back of my mind. For example, in my case is I'm not good enough. So through a lot of observations, especially the last 2 years, I noticed that this idea of I'm not good enough keeps coming back to me in different forms. I'm not good enough, I can't do this, others are better. So pay attention, because these little thought patterns are coming in different nuances or patterns or sayings, sometimes in a language, sometimes in a different language, if you are speaking different languages and so on. So pay attention and note down which are the repetitive thoughts. Once you identify them, like in my case, I'm not good enough, you want to, again, choose consciously, I want to release this thought. And it starts a practice of meditation. Every time when you catch this thought coming into your mind, maybe you want to allow 5-10 minutes in the moment or a little bit later, but make sure you do it in the same day. And you just allow that thought to come and sit with it, yeah? You notice it, it's coming again, I'm not good enough. See again, what is it trying, what is it saying? What does it say to you? Because usually when you think I'm not good enough, or whatever you are thinking, it comes with some more information. And this is important information because it reflects a status, where you are at in your life. And it's important information. Once you catch that important information, what it follows after I'm not good enough, see if it's valuable, if it's serving you or not. If it's not serving you and you are the best judge of this, decide, choose consciously, I want to let it go. And you let go. How do you let go? As simple as breathing, either in a short meditation either with a nice music, but you breathe a couple of times. You inhale and you imagine a fresh new thought popping in. How will you replace I'm not good enough? You replace it with maybe I am worthy. So instead of repeating to yourself, I'm not good enough, you inhale, I am worthy. And you exhale, I'm not good enough. So visualize a little bit the same exercise of breathing. As I said, it's as simple as that. But on the inhale, you replace the new thought, I am worthy. On the exhale, you let go, you allow the old programming, I'm not good enough, to go out. And you sit with this practice of inhaling, exhaling thoughts this time, as long as you need, until you feel refreshed, you feel balanced, you feel good, and that idea of I'm not good enough is not present anymore in that day. So these are the three practices, very, very simple, very logical, I would say, and easy to do every day. How to release objects, how to release emotions, how to release thoughts. It's a great period, especially at the end of the day, before going to bed or before calming down, before doing your evening routine, to spend a couple of minutes and think, what do you want to release each day? Why? Because we tend to carry so much burden, so many burdens, so much luggage that maybe the next day we don't need it anymore. And every day it's important to realize this, to make a conscious choice, remember, of noticing, of choosing to release and doing the practice of releasing, because otherwise they keep being with you. And the best analogy that I can say to you, look at your house. If your house is full of unnecessary things, imagine how it is with your emotions and thoughts. As you do a deep cleansing, a deep cleaning day in your house, do the same with your thoughts and emotions. And why not similar to with your words? Maybe there are words that you don't want to use anymore, like unworthiness, anger, fury. So see which words you use a lot, which are not beneficial, are not good anymore, and you want to release them. Make a conscious choice towards words as well. And habits. With habits, it requires even more discipline and practice. It's not enough to do it every day. You need a constant practice of 21 days. It is proven 21 is like a stable number. 2 + 1 gives 3. 3 in numerology, means stability. It's the first sign of stability. So once you try new things, you want to establish them as your new routine, as your new discipline, once you practice consciously with discipline for 21 days. So make sure whatever new routines you introduce in your life, to start a new diet, to start a new routine of sports, to start watching new programs, listen to new music, speaking new words, reprogramming your thoughts, changing your emotional patterns. So see how many new routines you can enter and start in your life. Make sure you repeat these new routines for 21 days, as it is very, very important to give a signal to your body, to your mind, and to your heart. Hey, I'm doing this conscious choice continuously. It's not like one-off decision that, okay, I have a burst of energy and I want to start something new, but I'm disciplined, I'm committed to my transformation. So this was it for this video. I just wanted to give you these 3 practical tips of how to release habits, physical objects, how to release emotions, how to release thoughts. It is very important to practice every day, whatever you want to release. If you want to introduce a new routine and make it like a new habit, keep in mind the 21 days rule, or as a suggestion. Yeah, it is proven that in 21 days, the body, the mind gets used with this new routine, and it gets easier and easier to practice it afterwards. And remember that we are finishing March month. It is a month of transformation. And that's why for me it was important to come again and talk to you about this releasing, because transformation means letting some things go, transform other things in your lives. Transformation comes with releasing, exhaling the old used air in order for fresh air to enter. And we are still in a phase of releasing, letting go of old paradigms, old words, old thoughts, old emotions, outdated programs, rituals, habits, whatever is not serving you, let it go. Let it go, let it go. This is the name of this period. Let it go, and I hope this transformation serves you well. I hope the rituals that I mentioned here serve you well, and you can do it. Remember, it comes naturally, as natural as breathing. You do it when you feel. It's not an obligation, it's not a duty, it's not a fixed hour during the day. It comes naturally as breathing. You don't even realize it, but at the beginning, you need a conscious choice, a little bit of effort and practice to breathe emotions, let go emotions, to breathe in thoughts, let go thoughts, to choose to release. I see you next time. The next video will be about April energy, which is coming with huge new beginnings. It's a new wave of fresh start, new beginnings, and in order to begin something, you need to end something else. That's why this exercise of releasing, it must be done before. So make some space in your life. Allow the new to enter. It's spring here in Northern Hemisphere, so enjoy it. Release as much as you can. Make space for new, and enjoy the end of March, or whenever you watch this video, enjoy the period in which you are perfectly well, everything is well in your life, and you are blessed, you are loved. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Thank you. Have a blessed day.